Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in this occasion we would like to present our presentation. And our presentation will talking about one of the learning way, which is collaborative learning. Before we are going to present our presentation, first we would like to introduce ourselves first.
My name is Antarizki Dewi.
My name is Ananda. Fadhilah. My name is Syabella Khirina.
My name is Irfan. For the first point from the collaborative learning is the invention of CL. CL is collaborative learning. Do you know how or when the collaborative learning is found? Yes. Collaborative learning is found in the idea of the collaborative learning come into being thanks to be an effort of British teachers and researchers in the 1950s and 1960s. Murphy says that after studying in interaction of medical students with their teaching section, Abercrombie concluded that the medical students would learn to make a diagnosis as a group which to a good medical judgment faster than individuals working. Now, the first time that CL learning is found when the medical students they make a group to solve a problem. That the name of collaborative learning is found. Then what is the collaborative learning? Collaborative learning is an educational approach to teaching and learning that involves groups of learners working together to solve a problem, complete a task, and create a product. Next. And there also definition comes from the experts. The first is from McGregor. McGregor said that collaborative teaching and learning is a teaching approach that involves groups of students working to solve a problem, complete a task, or create a product. Then the second is from Dilberg. He said that CL learning is a situation in which two or more people learn or attempt to learn something together. Two or more people may be interpreted as a pair, a class, a group consists of 3 or until 5 students, and a class 20 or until 30 students.
To present you how collaborative learning is worked. Collaborative learning suggests a way of dealing with people which respect and highlights individual group members' abilities and contributions. So, even though collaborative learning is a work of group, each member should be responsible with their own responsibility. And next is 5 basic elements of collaborative learning. The first one is clearly perceived positive interdependence. Team members are obligated to rely on one another to achieve the goal. If any team members fail to do their part, everyone suffers consequences. For example, we are working in a group, so each member has their own responsibility, and if one of the members don't do their work in a good way, all of the group of work will be bad. And the second is considerable interaction. Members help and encourage each other to learn. They do this by explaining what they understand and by gathering and sharing knowledge. So, in collaborative learning, each member should master one material and they will share their knowledge or their understanding of the material that they master to the other members. And the third one is individual accountability and personal responsibility. All members in a group are held accountable for doing their share of the work and for mastering all of the material to be learned. So, like I said before, in collaborative learning, each member have a responsibility for their own task. And the fourth basic element is social skills. This means that students are encouraged and helped to develop and practice trust building, leadership, decision making, communication, and conflict management skills. So, with collaborative learning, which is they work together in a group, they learn together in a group, they improve their leadership, decision making, and communication, and also conflict management skills. Like we know, if we are working in a group, there will be so many conflict because we work with other people. And the last one is group self-evaluation. Team members set group goals, periodically assess what they are doing well as a team, and identify changes they will make to function more effectively in the future. So in collaborative learning, in the last meeting of the collaborative learning, the group member will evaluate what they are done.
For main obstacles to the effectiveness of CL from both teachers and students' point of view. The first one is students' lack of collaborative skills. When students are unskilled in collaboration, they are unable to contribute fully to the assigned task. Their lack of collaborative skills such as accepting opposing viewpoints, giving elaborate explanation, providing and receiving help, and negotiating prevented them working productively in groups. The second is free riding. When collaborating on group assignments, some peers contribute most while others work less, and some did not even put in effort. This negatively affected students' collaborative experiences. The third is competence status. Competence status suppresses collective learning in such a way that low-status students are inhibited in participating actively and are often underestimated, whereas high-status peers have more chance to contribute and tend to ignore the efforts of low-status members. Friendship. Friendship groups may not always function effectively because friends tend to socialize more than to focus on group tasks. A typical reflection was in friendship groups, we became less self-disciplined and critical. For example, a student came late for our regular meetings, or she forget to do her task. But we didn't criticize her because we didn't want to ruin our friendship. The next is the benefits of CL. Johnson and Pettis list over 50 benefits for CL. This is the summary of their works. The first one is social benefits. CL helps to develop a social support system for the learners. CL needs to build diversity understanding among students and staff. CL establishes a positive atmosphere for modeling and practicing cooperation, and CL develops learning communities. The second is psychological benefits. Student-centered instruction increases student self-esteem. Cooperation reduces anxiety, and CL develops positive attitude towards teachers. And the last one is academic benefits. CL promotes critical thinking skills, involves students actively in the learning process, classroom results are improved, models appropriate students' problem-solving techniques, large lectures can be personalized, and the last is CL is especially helpful in motivating students in specific curriculum.
Besides the benefits of the collaborative learning, let's move on to another point of collaborative. Collaborative learning enhances critical thinking. The proponents of collaborative learning claims that the active and changes of ideas within a small group will attract the student. Besides the attract of the student, the collaborative learning will enhance the critical thinking. What the meaning by the critical thinking? The critical thinking is a mode of thinking where the student or the participant of the group discussion will do 3 steps. The first one is analyzing, and then the second one is assessing, and the next one is reconstructing the concept. The next point is the role of teacher or instruction. In the collaborative learning, the students are more active in this group discussion. So the teacher also just be an instructor or the facilitator. And then there are tips for the teacher to applying the collaborative learning in the classroom. The first one is give student time to prepare for collaboration. By giving the student time to prepare for collaboration, the student will have time to manage what they would do in the classroom. And then the second one is facilitate learning through explanation. In this point, the student will be the teacher. The student have to explain what they already did in the discussion through the whole class. And then the third point is encourage students to build upon ideas. By grouping them in a small group, the student will have opportunity to talk more and give them free time to explain their opinion. And then the fourth point is provide support and guidance. As the teacher and in collaborative learning, the teacher have to, even though the student is more active, but the teacher have to be monitoring the student.
Thanks a lot for your attention. And the last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.